The state opposition is promising to impose an outright ban on any more coal seam gas production in and around the Pilliga State Forest. It would mean that if Labor is elected, one of the state's biggest CSG projects could become a white elephant. That news has shocked the energy giant Santos, but it's being praised by some local farmers who've been worried that their water is at risk of contamination. Nick Dole has this exclusive report.
It's already faced repeated protests on site. Now Santos's Narrabri CSG project is facing a formal challenge from the state opposition.
I'm making it very clear that if there's a change of government on the 28th of March, there won't be a future for that project.
The opposition's vowing to ban any further CSG activity in the Pilliga and surrounding forests if it wins office. Santos says its project could supply half the state's gas needs and provide hundreds of jobs, but Labor says it'll have to do it somewhere else.
There's some parts of the state that must be off limits to coal seam gas permanently, and the recharge zone for our Great Artesian Basin has to be one of them.
Coal seam gas has no more risk than any other extractive industry. So I'm still at a loss to understand the policy.
Anne Kennedy and her family have been farming in nearby Coonamble for more than 40 years. She fears any expansion of CSG in the Pilliga could contaminate her water supply.
Vast areas of very productive food land will be completely useless without the groundwater.
Environmental policy made here at Parliament can have big impacts on company profits. Santos has poured millions into its Pilliga project, but Labor claims it wouldn't have to pay the company a cent.
It's not a matter of compensation. We are saying that exploration licences will not be rolled over to production licences.
The government says Labor's simply trying to win votes in rural seats.
This sounds more like an election strategy than an environmental policy. Certainly our position continues to be that we're going to have a consistent and precautionary approach.
The government says it's implementing the chief scientist's recommendations on coal seam gas. In the meantime, it's put a moratorium on further exploration. Nick Dole, ABC News.